few years ago, there began a trend of speedrunning the beat for Crank That by Soulja Boy, recreating it from scratch as quickly as possible using only FL Studio stock sounds. But in my opinion, there's one fatal flaw that held all of these speedrunners back from achieving true greatness. And that flaw is the fundamental inadequacy of the human organism. For you see, the Homo sapien, a bumbling, ineffectual creature of limited intelligence and dexterity, is barely even capable of wiping its own ass with a respectable degree of precision, let alone capable of accurately operating a mouse and keyboard at anywhere near to the maximum speed at which FL Studio can still reliably process the inputs. However, if you know anything about speedrunning, you might know that there exists a category of speedrun that allows us to bypass the limitations of the puny human. The TAS, or Tool-Assisted Speedrun. A TAS is a speedrun in which outside tools have been used to achieve inhuman results. In a troubling sign of the decline of civilization, I noticed that searching for Soulja Boy TAS doesn't really yield any results, apart from this one video of a run that seems to have taken twice as long as the current non-TAS record. So because I like to spend my time doing things that I know will be of great benefit to society, I decided to set out to make the first FL Studio TAS speedrun. For the method of mouse and keyboard input, I decided to try and get a desktop automation package called Robot.js working with the Electron framework for building desktop apps. And this was really easy. Error. Then, in an act of unfathomable tedium, using RobTMB's speedrun as a reference, and this real-time mouse coordinate tracker I made, I just had to code in every single mouse and keyboard input needed to arrange the song. To this end, it was crucial to make sure that the layout of FL Studio stayed exactly the same throughout. I did end up facing some bugs throughout the process. Why the f***? The most annoying issue was, as part of the run you need to reverse the symbol, but for some reason the precise location at which its channel sampler appears on screen seems inconsistent, making it impossible to code in reliable mouse coordinates for the reverse button. What? Perhaps unsurprisingly, it seems no one else in the history of FL Studio has noticed or cared about this. I briefly considered trying to implement some sort of image recognition solution to reliably locate the reverse button instead.
This might get complicated.
But then I remembered that my therapist says that going to such extreme lengths on a project like this is a form of escapism, and that I should instead focus on my real problems. In the end, I figured out that if I loaded all the samples into the channel rack, opened the symbol sampler, noted the coordinates of the reverse button, and then undid everything to get back to the starting position, rather than starting a new project, it would reliably appear again in the same place. So I added a function to the tool to make this process quick and easy. I downloaded that speedrun timer that everyone uses, and with that we were ready to initiate the TAS.
Symbol coordinates have been set. And go.
So there you have it, we have set the first FL Studio Crank That record in the TAS category at 2.12 seconds. I'm sure there's plenty of room for optimization, and I've uploaded the code to GitHub, so if you want to fiddle with it and try to beat the record, be my guest. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up so I know to make more just like it, even though I probably won't, and will instead next make a video in a completely different niche and style, hence destroying my chances of acquiring a loyal audience.